Should be good in a second here. Cool. Sweet. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Happy Monday, everyone. Hey, ya panda. Can you guys hear me properly? I have made some studio features to my what's this called? My mic with NVIDIA's AI broadcast app, which helps with like a better quality. So hopefully quality is a bit better today, right? So today actually I have a couple of things I want to talk about with you guys, because I did a lot of research over the last thing we left with the Vulnversity, CTF. You are in for a treat. I'm going to show you something so amazing. How much I learned, you're going to be blown away with it. First, but before that, let's talk about a couple of interesting things in terms of internet, which I feel like your attention should be paid. And I don't think there are some unsung heroes in this world which needs your attention, right? And that's what I'm going to bring up here today. First one, right, is actually talking about Reddit paywall. And it is confirmed. What Reddit paywall is, if you read, this is actually was in a beta test case, and it wasn't even started yet. Like they were in the beta test case, but they recently started this. This is about like Reddit starting, like, let's say if you want to access certain stuff on Reddit, you have to now pay. There will be certain subreddits that will be paid. Like, for example, let's say Facebook groups, which will be paid. I understand certain things like people can then share data, which will be exclusive, but like how the pay system works, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't like this feature. Why? Because I don't know a lot. If you are familiar with the pay, like Reddit's history, it's a very, very sad history. If you use Reddit, this is like the saddest thing. In my opinion, the saddest thing on internet. History behind Reddit is actually, if you look at, there's a bunch of couple of things on Reddit going on, but the saddest thing is about Reddit is like, if you look at the Reddit's founders, right? Reddit founders, there is Steve Hoffman, who is currently the CEO, Alex, but biggest one I want your focus is on Aaron Swartz. This guy is actually the baby of internet, the baby boy of internet, right? The sad part, like if you see the internet's own boy, really amazing dude, but he died at the age of 26. I'm 26 right now, right? He died at the age of 26 in 2013. Why? Because I just want you guys to like look at this, like really, really look at this in detail, right? So I have to get my 1 sec, lads. I'll get the Twitch stream, Twitch. Apologies. We are almost there at affiliate, so thank you so much for everyone helping me make my dream come true. Here. I'll add this, pop this out too. Cool. So here, I want you guys to see this guy's name, and I want you to remember this name for rest of your life. Reason being that this guy is actually the one who helped the online information world become a success. Why? Because he actually was part of a university, and they had like the journals they had if you wanted to access as a student, because students, a lot of them don't have money. It was so expensive that he hacked into their system, not technically hacked, just like did some changes to their router. And a lot of journals were like for free to people. Like, it's just basically education was free to the people. And he was so brutally, like, when people like the lawyers, these universities and these people went so badly against him, he committed suicide. The saddest story. He was like basically mentally tortured the whole world. So I just want people to bring this, like, we are going through a lot of stuff every day. I understand, and I'm with you. I also go through things like, and I understand, I'm with you. You are part of my family. You're very close to my heart. But I just want to show you like things you see around, things you use every day. A lot of people have like done a lot of hard things, right? Do not let that go to waste. You are amazing. You are beautiful. I know you are going through things, but let me tell you, like, some people has gone through, and like, don't let their stuff go to waste. You can also make a big change. Okay? I love you. Stay with me. That's all. That's all I want to. And like, this is a very sad story. Technical genius, right? Dropped out of high school, helped author RSS. RSS is how you get like your own like web feeds, news, and all those stuff. Co-programmed social news at 19. Sold to Candy Nash in 2006 for an undisclosed sum of money, blah, blah, blah. He went more, right? And he was in Harvard Research Fellow. Harvard was the university name. And I've never met anyone who's single-minded about changing the world, says this, Kaufman, and like the whole story is like pretty sad. So just wanted to bring that up to you because I'm also 26. I just realized this and I was like, you know what? I have to bring this up. But no more things, right? Now let's get into our main thing. So in today's stream, we are going to talk about the last task of our cybersecurity CTF. Let's quickly go here. Oh, log in. So we were at, one sec, let me search. Vulnversity. So we were at Vulnversity, right? And we were actually talking about the task 5 in today's session. In here, we actually were stuck a little bit at the last one where we were supposed to learn something about GTFO bins. GTFO bins, let me bring this up so we can close here. So GTFO bins, other word is get the F out bins. These are special binaries, special programs which majority of time are misconfigured, and that can help you get a root level access. Basically, root level access, if I talk in easy words, right, is, let's say you are a kid and you want to eat ice cream or watch TV at night or do something, right? And your parents say no because they have control over the house. It's their house. You are control over there. Now, what you can do so that, like, privilege escalation is basically now you become the person, the main owner of the house, right? Somehow, let's say if there are smart TVs, smart fridge that don't let you open to get ice cream, smart TV won't let you watch TV at night. You show it somehow that you are the parent, not the child. And so it should allow you to watch TV, get ice cream, and all those stuff, right? So that's the whole idea of privilege escalation is. And that's what we have to try to do with our current system. So let's get going with that. So we have our system running. Let me copy this and let me go to the attack box. And I will try a couple of things and get our stuff going. Is getting ready. Okay, close this. Now we'll go here. So we know all the things. I'm just going to bypass, like we had reconnaissance done, right? We know there's a internal file, port 333 is open, blah, blah, blah. So we are just going to skip all that. We just need to get our reverse shell though. So we know the port was 3333 and reverse shell was, which one was it? I think internal, the main place. This is called file inclusion issue, where you are uploading a file and that file is malicious. And the file is being then executed by the system, which leads to problems. Make it. So hopefully this is big enough for you guys. First, we'll start with our netcat. So if there is any connection, right, we can listen to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is going to be the port. Now we are going to look into. First, we'll go to the pentest monkey and then type PHP reverse shell. This is the main thing. Pentest monkey PHP reverse shell. I'll drop the link here so you guys can see. Okay, here. I'll move the streaming timer to this. Now, we'll just go to the reverse shell PHP file, copy the whole thing, and we'll go to Sublime text. We'll start Sublime. Okay, just go here. Easy peasy. Let me know if you have any questions, because I know this is going to go a little bit up, but I'll try to explain as in simple words as I can to help you understand things. Come on. Sublime text is taking some time, if you can see, right? Till then, what we can do, we can open another one. We have to type the same thing, but we'll go to the reverse shell, like instead of internal, just internal, we'll go to uploads and we'll name our file as reverse.phtml because we know it was the phtml extension that was allowed. We'll just have it open, right? And then just go back here. Why it's giving errors? Why is taking so much time? You see, it's like blocked almost. One thing we can do is quickly look at here. Program. Do we have anything for programming? Sublime text is like not even working. Oh no, it's here. Okay. If not, like let's see, system tools, we have nothing much here. Other Bloodhound, nope. No tool we need here. Maybe just like writer, but no. I want like a simple text file should be at least like there, other than Sublime should be here. If Sublime is giving errors, right? Password cracking. So let's see with the Office, right? Let's just go with the Office writer. Let's see if this opens up. Or we can have Task Manager as well. Task. Plugin. Oh, we can do one smart thing here. So we can just, let's say, go to desktop, right, as the folder. Let's open file manager. We have this file manager here. Now let's see a text file which we can open. That might open the Sublime because it's almost blocked. Word list will have a lot of text files. So let's say Rocky, oh, wrong one to open. Here we have our text writer. So that's good. Block, yeah. So now we can just use this. We don't need Sublime technically. So we'll just use this. Okay, first let's go and increase the font because I think you guys can't see it. It's just too small. Preferences, margin at column, font. Use system fixed one, no. Okay, This one opened the writer. We don't need that. Close this. We can just close the writer. And we can stop this. Here, now we can just increase. I don't care about the font, but I'd care about the font size. I think 19 is a good number, right? Legal age to drink in majority of the places. I don't drink, so I don't know much about drinking. Don't drink. Here, IP address, right? Now, the best way is to look at the IP address instead of doing ifconfig for TryHackMe. Just go and look at this one. In your URL, I can see 10 in my URL. It is 10, 10, 52, 198. So I'll just paste this here. Cool. Save it. Now I want to save it on my desktop, and I will name it as same thing, reverse PHTML. Is that's what we typed in the URL, right? That's how we will get the file inclusion thing going. Let's go. First, upload the file from desktop. PHP reverse shell. Now here. Now, just do this. Oh shit, my bad. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, uploads rev.phtml. So this is actually like in the background is probably getting executed. Here, we got our shell, right? Because we were listening using netcat, it was just still listening. Now it has received the connection from this IP address 10.10.136.141, which is our target IP address. And then we can look at ls, right? Who am I? Basically, my username is www-data. And if you remember, sudo-l doesn't work. So what we did was we looked at like, let me go back here, hacking. I want to show you the guys the main. I was searching so much today, but the main one is like file command to find all the SUID files, right? So this is our one file, temporary file, here. Directory param US. We had 4,000. For directory, we can just do basically the root directory, right? And it will go from there. So let's go where we were here. We can't go back. Never mind. So what I'll do, I'll quickly do this. We had the text writer open. Sublime is still like dead. Where's the text? I should have like pinned it. That's my bad. System tools, maybe? No, never mind. So what we can do is quickly, I can open my own coding here, my VS Code on my system, right? And I can just do root for our system. Let's see. And we can do /dev/null. No, should be my bad. Okay. Uploads rv.html. Should be able to get our shell soon here. Interesting stuff that we're losing our shell. Okay, we got our shell, so that's good. Now we are basically now that we have shell, right? We know our user ID is www-data, right? Who am I? This is my name. Can I do clear? Nope. Will this work? Nope. So nothing is going to work to clear R. What we will do is find the ID, basically the file. So I can just say Linux command to find files with SUID. It doesn't need reasoning or pro version. So that was stupid of me not to close it. Let's go to auto. That's fine. It should be, yeah, here. But I don't want like, here. For the above command, I don't want to see garbage data. So there is like, it will go to dev null, all the results. Nope. Send all the not useful files that are printed to dev/null. This will make it easy. So here, to this one, this will help us find like the files, type F, and then, but I need also the permission. So I have to add, mix those files. So perm 4000, I have to add into this command. So I'll go like this. And then I'll just add this extra flag. And this will, what this will do, right? Hey, find all the files in the root directory or from the root directory to all the like subdirectories with permission level 4000, which is like the root level. And all the, this talks about like, let's say if there is files that are either I don't have permission to read as the current user or are don't have the 4000 level permission, don't show me those. We can see the results of both of these things. What I can do is first I can print this without dev null for you. Hopefully you guys can see this, right? Oh shit. I am an idiot. Fuck me. I am so sorry, lads. I didn't realize I was not even sharing anything. I'm an idiot. I have to go back the whole thing. Let me do this. So sorry, lads. I'm a big idiot today. I'm the biggest idiot. So let me remove this first. This is my remove virtual background, remove this. Yeah. So now you guys can see better. So thank you so much for follow, right? Now let's go here. Let me talk about the thing I was talking about. So we were at level we were at task 5, privilege escalation, right? Of our vulnerability, right? We know how to get the reverse shell. First, we looked at like the PHP monkey, like the pen test monkey reverse shell. Reverse shell PHP, right? Here is the Git repository. Just dropping this in the chat. Yeah, I know. I didn't even see that. Like I have the chat open and I have the screen. So it's interesting that I didn't see it too. That's fine. That's fine, Panda. Thank you so much. Maybe I was just too charming. You know, you guys didn't even notice. I'm just too charming. That could be a big reason. But yeah, what I was saying, right? We are at Pentest Monkey. We got our shell basically by uploading this Pentest Monkey file. Where is it? Let's go to places, desktop. I'll show you. Pentest Monkey is opening. So we have this Pentest Monkey PHP code, right? This code We change our IP address to the IP address of our attack box, right? Now we change the IP address. We have to use something called file inclusion vulnerability, in which a file is uploaded, let's say to a form or anything on a website, and that get executed, which help us get this reverse shell. How we do that? Let me close this. We go to the Firefox, right? We go to this internal, the page we found earlier. We click on the browse, open this, and submit. We see success, right? Because why PHTML? Because we saw through the previous burp suite enumeration that PHTML is the only one that got accepted. Others were blocked. So we did that. Now we get a reverse shell in our shell, right? Because we used something called netcat. Let me do that right away for you. First, let me clear this. NC NVLP, and we have to define the port number. It has to be the same which was inside our PHP port, right? So, and now I just have to go to make sure the file get executed. I have to go to this one, uploads, and whatever is the name of the file I uploaded, I'll go here. By the time I'm back, I get my shell. Pretty simple. File inclusion vulnerability with the help of some reverse shell, which we found on GitHub. And everybody uses GitHub for these things. Pentest Monkey, even John Hammer, who has 1.1 million subscribers, from him I learned this. One sec. Hi. Now we have the shell, right? What we have to do? First, who am I? Where am I? I'm in the root directory. My ID is www-data. What I'm going to do is create a command to help me find files which has those pseudo extra privilege. Our goal is to get privilege escalation, right? Because we are looking for the root flag here. That's our goal. So what we do this command, find /. So find files in the root directory of what should be the type of what we are finding. It's a file type F, perm 4000, permission level 4000. 2-dev null will be like putting everything in the null. Let me post this. Anything which is like not useful will be put in null. So let's go back here, and I will show you both the use without and with and without it. So here, without dev null, right, you will see a lot of garbage. You see it? So many garbage. Permission denied, permission denied. Some things work, but some bunch of things are permission denied, right? And I want to make it so that it's easy for you guys to see. Oh. Permission denied. I don't want to care. I don't care about the things that have permission denied. The only one I care about is the ones that allow me to have those permissions, right? So what I do here, I go a bit like this for easy viewing. That's where I use dev null, right? Dev null is used so that I don't have to see those stupid permission denied one. To dev null. This is the reason you won't see any of these permission garbage. You will only see the important files. Here, we have sudo, all these, the bin ones, right? But one we are concerned about is the systemctl. Why systemctl? What systemctl does, right? It is a way to create all your services. So let's say, for example, with system, like I have a service. There are so many of these services that start automatically. Like for example, on your system itself will be either Outlook, if you're using Windows or anything else, like even Mac has those, right? Adobe has a lot of those. Oh, Adobe. Then there is like, let's say there's so many, right? Like Teams is one of them. a bunch of annoying apps, they start automatically. How they get started? Because something called system CTL. System CTL is a directory, is a place where we can define, okay, all the services that we want to run. Now, service can be an application, a code, or something. It can be anything, right? A command. In service, I can say, hey, I can define a command to open Outlook as soon as my computer comes up, right? So what I'm going to do now, right, is using the service, I will say, hey, let's run some command. That will help me get that extra privilege. What I can do, and this is how we will find that command, is using something called GTFO bins. GTFO bin, as the word suggests, GTFO. Go up here. GTFO bins is a curated list of Unix binaries that can be used to bypass local security restrictions in misconfigured system like the one we have, because systemctl should not be available to any normal user. It should be to root or like the system itself. This project is a collection of legitimate functions of Unix binaries that can be abused to get the F break out, restricted shells, escalate or maintain escalated privileges, transfer files, spawn binds, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to not read the whole thing, but I want to send it to you guys so you can see. And what we are concerned about is systemctl. Why systemctl? Right here, if you see, we had our systemctl bin and we have access to it. So that's why we are looking towards this. SUID binary. If the binary has the SUID bit set, which it does, as we were able to see through the previous command we ran, it does not drop the escalated privileges and may be abused to access the file system, escalate, or maintain privilege acceleration as the SUID backdoor. If it is used to run sh-p, omit the -p argument on system like the Debian. We don't have Debian, we have version of Debian, but not exactly Debian. So here's how you do it. We don't have access to sudo, right? Like I can show you sudo su root, or I can't even do sudo chmod 777 /etc/sudo doers. Sudo is not going to work for my system, right? How can I get sudo is through this GTFO bins, because we have access to systemctl, right? Here you can see, this is what we have access to. Systemctl. Let's say if I want to display something, list jobs or anything. Enable, this is a good one. We can enable a service that we created, or present all, or preset. Sorry, is it preset? Preset all. We don't need to preset anything. We just want to say any command you want me to run. List jobs. Let's say no jobs running. So at least we got something out of it. Even though no jobs are running, at least we know that we have access to this command. That's the main thing, right? Now, what we do? Search for all binaries. No, not here. Now, what we do is we don't have access to sudo, so we'll start with here. TF, let's say a service, right? We create a temporary service. Echo service. Type one shot, execute start, bin sh id this. What this is exactly doing, let me copy the whole code and I will explain to you like a 5-year-old, because it took me a lot of time to understand. First, I will remove this. Systemctl works. I don't have to add extra garbage. So I'm creating a variable. Here, I'm just creating a variable to tell like, okay, creating a variable, right? And it is just a service, right? Make a temporary service. Okay, got it. Let's do that in our system. Now, we want to create a service, but we want it to do things because this service has pseudo privileges, the high privileges, but and so we want it to do things that we can't because we don't have access, but we have access to this. So first we create echo, creating a service, type one shot. This is not much important, but here, this is the important one. Execute start. As soon as you start this service, execute this command. What is the command? sh, right? In the bin, sh, execute -c. -c means execute this next command, whatever it is. Then install wanted by all this, and then all this information is sent inside the variable we created, right? So if I do this, right, like if I do cat tf, oh sorry, cat $tf. So you see all this information is here. Now we created this service in the very deep down of our system. We'll link it to the systemctl, the binary we have, and we'll enable it now. Right now, this now flag is very important because enable it, okay, start it. When? No idea. Start it right now. That's the difference between these two. If you don't do the now flag, it's not going to work for you, this exploit. So you see, I created this and created system link from this temporary service to this in the temporary folder, from etc systemd to temporary folder. Created system link, again, same thing, right? So we have created it and it is working. To how to see it working, because let's see if this executed this command, id. To give you an idea, id is a command that help me know whoever is executing the command, it will tell it what group or what privileges you have. I belong to group 33, my UID is 33, blah, 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 right? Now if we go cat, I am root, not Groot, root. I am root, right? What this means is that when systemctl made this id command, all the input went into this and it ran as the root. So systemctl, we can execute systemctl, and systemctl has root privileges. So kind of we have root privileges, but not directly. We want to like bypass this system thing to directly get that. How we will do it, right? So let's say, let me explain to you. This is us. We want ice cream. From our, we want ice cream, right? And let me quickly erase this part. We want ice cream, but we can't get it. Why? Because there is a smart fridge that blocking us from opening it. But our parents can. Our parents have those privileges. So what we are doing is basically going, telling our parents, hey, we want ice cream. They enter the password to this fridge. They enter the password. Let me make it even cleaner. Okay, cool. Sorry, I have OCD a little bit. I'm so sorry. We go, this is the fridge. Asking for password to get ice cream. We don't have the access. Our parents does. So what we do, we go to our parents, they enter the password, and then we do it. Our job is to see the password. How we will do it? Or like basically, let's say if it is scanning, a better way to say it is, instead of password, let's say it scans thumbprints, right? For fingerprints. we have to add our fingerprint to the system. How we will do it? By asking our parents in a smart way or looking at the password, like whatever. I'll show you in the system how to do it actually. Execute start. This is our command that will execute it. We have to make changes here. Exactly. It can execute everything, right? So I don't know if you know about this. There is a certain list. Just like for the fridge, we have the list. There is a certain list which will help us look at what all sudo, who all are sudo, who all are that level. It's called sudo doers. Sudo doers are the root people, right? It's in that etc file directory. So we want to be able to access this so that we can enter our name into it, right? So how we will do it? We want to access this file. So let's remove this. And we want to execute this, right? We want to have somehow make these changes. Currently, if I try to, let's say cat this, etc/sudo doers, I don't have permission. How I will have permission? If there is something called chmod change, basically mod, what is change the privileges, and 777 give access to everyone in the system. Even a guest can become like have unlimited power to what? To etc/sudo doers. Hey, change the privileges of this file. What should it change to? So anybody can modify it. This is what we have will change our system to. And this is just copy pasting the whole thing like we did previously. Let me remove this. Now see the magic, baby. Earlier, we were getting permission denied. Now see this. Cat sudo etc/sudo doers. Right? Now I have permission. Now what else I can do? If I have permission to look at it, okay, what all things are. Either I can be root, or I can tell this file that, hey, make me the root. How can I do that? Is just like echo is adding information to this command. I can echo again inside here. I have to do it like actually do it like this so that do it like this so it doesn't conflict with the outside ones. Echo. Oh wait, no, not this one. This one here. Echo. This is same thing. Instead of root, I need my name. Copy. Right? I added this. And to make sure it doesn't overwrite everything, just like earlier we had like this, right? Earlier we had ID 10/output. We don't want this one. We want two of these, because if we do one, it will remove all the current data that's in the file and then add its own data. But we don't want to remove all the data. We just want to add our data at the end of it. That's when you use two of these. There's a big difference between these two. Okay. So hopefully that gives you some idea. We do that to the sudo doers list. And we have another one of these. So we add this space. Now let's do that. Let's see if this works. So now we can cat sudo doers. Oh, etc/sudo doers. Oh, I have to change www data. My bad. Because I added root again for no reason. Here. Okay. Instead of TF, I will say TF2. Two, right? because it might be conflicting with the variable names. So system created this link, right? Earlier we had the error, the unit file, no install section, blah, blah, blah. Now it did. So let's see and cat this. www data, all, everything. Now I basically have the root privileges. So right now I can't, right? But now you see I can cd into the root directory. Earlier I couldn't. Oh, cd root. cd can't cd to root. Why? We have root. Or maybe I can change the permissions, probably because I'm not in the same group. chmod 777 root. Changing permission to root is not permitted. Sudo chmod 777 root. Okay, we can't change it. Can we see inside? That will be an interesting one, right? Directory permission denied. Okay, so our thing didn't work properly then. www data is here, but it's not working for us. Sudo doers d. Okay, wait. It said here the file must be edited with viz studio command as root. For considering to adding to local, so are we changing the wrong file? So we'll change it to here. Copy. Can we see the stuff inside cat /etc/sudo doers .d? Okay. ls sudo doers .d. What's inside? Readme. Okay. Cat wait, my bad. Cat /etc/sudo doers .d/ and then star. Permission denied. So I can add myself, let's say. Okay, let's go back and see. First let me cat etc/sudo doers. This file must be edited with vi studio command as root. Please consider adding local content in this instead of directly. See the man page details on how to write a sudo doers file. Okay, let's do that. I can just directly look at the man page, right? Man. Sudo doers policy module determines a user's sudo privileges. If the default sudo policy, it is the default sudo policy plugin. The policy is driven by sudo doers file and optionally in LDAP, blah, blah, blah. Requires the most user authenticate themselves. Unlike SU, when sudo doers require authenticate, it validates invoking user's credential, not the target user's or root's credentials. Okay. File format. Two aliases and this. Quick guide. Name. User list. Blah, blah, blah. I want to see how to modify sudo doers.d. Let's see. This might be some information. Why does the system have sudo doers-g? How can I edit it? That's perfect. Last time I asked about the risk of these /etc/sudo doers. This is the main file of your system. This is like OG. Changes made to the files remains in place if you upgrade the system. This can prevent users lockout when system is upgraded. Ubuntu tends to like this behavior, other distributions are using this layout as well. It has been my experience that the rules on the files in this directory are looser than the sudo doers one, right? So include mistakes in the file did not cause sudo to fail. However, the file was ignored. Permission rules appear less strict. It allows applicable group or main the read file, blah, blah, blah. Only defaults to this. It can edit a verify file and this, however, definition. Okay. It doesn't talk about like how to. It doesn't give a job about that. Huh. We'll read files in the directory, exceptions, files. Okay. This has got a good upvote more than this current one with the basically from that. So one thing I can use, do AI, right? And this is where prompt engineering comes in helpful. Let's say I wanted to add my user to the sudo doers file, but in the sudo doers, it says instead add the user to sudo doers.d. And now we can talk about the CTF and all those. We don't have to in this case. I don't have VI Studio. VI Studio is Vim sudo. VI sudo on my machine. How can I make my user, let's name it Kali, to sudo doers? Let's see how this will work. To add your user Kali, making it so that's readable. To add your user Kali to the sudo doers without using VS Studio, you can create a new file in the directory. Here's how to do it. Sudo echo. We don't even have to do sudo technically because of systemctl. Kali, set permissions of the file. Okay, let's try this. So first copy this part of it and add it to our systemctl, right? To echo. Now I'll go backslash because it's this and www data. All back here sudo doers, and I think I can just do www data, right? Shouldn't be that bad. Hopefully you guys are having a good Monday though. Monday is the best day of the week. You just set up your mind on Monday, and that's why I like to go harder on Monday. Sets up my mindset like Michael Myers almost. So we can see, oh, things didn't work. Let's see. I'll change this to 3. This has been the error with this machine. I'll change it to 3. The variable name, right? So invalid argument. What's going on? Okay, invalid argument www data sudo doers /t. Oh, I have to make the file first, probably. Yeah. So let's do this way. First mkdir. Let me do this. First control X. Or touch actually is the better one. Touch. And we have to add /etc/sudo doers .d /www data. Let's see. This should do easily. Let me add this. This should do the job for us, I believe. Yeah, it did, right? You see with this, right, it created the service and blah, blah, blah. Now, if you do cat /etc slash to the doers.d is a directory. Oh, ls/etc/sudo doers.d, right? We get and www data is here. We can only read, we can modify it. So here, this is how we'll modify it. Now, because we have this, let's see. I'll name this as 4, 4, 4, and 4. I should have just used Control D on system selector, all of them, but that's fine. I became noob for a second here. So everything worked out fine. What now should be there? Cat /etc/sudo doers.d/www data. I have the permissions now. With this, should I have access to this? If not, I have another way. So if I don't have permissions, I will just change mod 777 root. So chmod plus r root. It's not working for us. So what we can do at least is chmod 777 root. Maybe try this. Okay, this worked. So ls -al root, where is root? So now we have permission to root, right? So now let's cat, because www data didn't, so let's say cat, or not cat, ls root. We have root.txt, so cat root/root, or cat this, it's easier. So that's our flag, lads. That's our flag, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. Boom, boom. So here, let's enter. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Day 14. Streak is here. This is called hustle. This is called hustle, baby. I spent so much time over the weekend to understand exactly what was going on with this. So do follow. Please do follow. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Let's do it. Oh, I should have done this too. I like to promote myself a little bit here and there. You know, it's not too bad. I do actually do this too. This will save all the things for me. In the clipboard, I have this. Hustle, baby, hustle. Use quiet conversation. And I think verify community announcement quiet, blah, blah, blah. He did it. He did a good job. So yeah, you can verify yourself, blah, blah, blah. Interesting stuff. So that's how you verify in the Discord, but that's fine. Yeah, Friedlight. So that was it for today. Um, I'm going to do a small stream today. Sorry about that. But important thing I want to actually explain to you what's going on is I have like certain DevOps stuff I'm doing personally, right? For my work. So has been pretty busy. But I'm also been adding a couple of things. Like I'm trying to add some stickers for you guys. There's one more interesting thing I'm adding. It's called like actually a fun one thing I saw over the weekend is where is it? Community edition extensions. There's something called attack here. One of these things. My extensions. I was adding like either sounds, one thing you can add, and some things like viewer attack. You guys can attack me. The problem is all these are available afterwards once I hit affiliate. So please do share, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow for more hacking and stuff. Till then, thank you so much. Hopefully tomorrow I'm free and we'll look into Gandalf as well as we'll look into some more CTF challenges. But till then, thank you so much. Have a great day and I will see you tomorrow. Till then, cheers. Bye-bye. Peace out.